Welcome back to the greenhouse, guys. I've got lots of stuff going on since the last tour. There wasn't much going on in the garden in the last tour. It's been raining and really humid. We had record warmth in July. New England's not used to it being humid, maybe only a couple days, and that might be in August, not July. But I thought that we could check in again. It's been a couple weeks, and I'll show you what's going on in the greenhouse because there's been a lot of stuff going on, and it's been rainy today, so I didn't want to start filming a garden and have it rain. So we're in the greenhouse. That's why I have it. So one of the last greenhouse get-togethers that we did that I was showing you I was doing. I had showed this onion stalk that had broken off, and I just put it in the greenhouse to dry and continue developing the seeds. Well, I'm not sure if you can see it, but see the little black dots in there? There's like 4 or 5 seeds in each of those little pods, and they're falling out all over my bench. So they're ready. They did what I expected them to do. I've saved seeds before. I can't remember if I've actually planted them and grown the onions from them. I've sold them before, but I don't know if I've personally grown my saved seeds. If I did, I probably got frustrated like everybody else because I keep thinking that they're gonna grow like sets and be ready to harvest by July, like your garlic. But if you're growing from seed, it's a lot slower. Sorry, mosquitoes are fierce. And you won't be harvesting anything until probably about September, I would say. So I'm gonna grow from those seeds this year. I had about 5 or 6, maybe 4 of the onions that I had, the store-bought onions that bolted. And they still did form an onion, but I saved the stalk. That happens quite often too, because like I was saying, they generally divide into 2, and one will bolt and the other one will form an onion. They're generally not very big. You're lucky if they're any bigger than a golf ball. But they were probably about the size of a baseball, maybe in between the golf ball and a baseball. They were very tasty, actually. So we'll see how that goes. I'll bring you along. And this year, for my fall sales, I'm going to do, move that over, marigolds instead of mums, because I think you guys are probably tired of hearing me my sob story about not being able to grow my mums. I really do miss that. It was really a lot of fun, and I'm certainly gonna figure out how to do it next year. But these have been a lot of fun too. I have these for sale. $10 for these bigger pots, and even if I have them in a decorative pot, it's not anymore money. I'm just offering options. If you want to have it in a pot, take it. If you don't, I have some without pots too, so that you can put them in your own pot when you get home. And I don't think I pinched those particular ones, but after I had those going, I had a bunch of seeds that were probably about a week or so behind those, and those ones I pinched, and the pinched portion of the plant I propagated, and this is actually the second round. The pinched ones from the first round, they're super easy to grow. I didn't realize how easy they were. And so, of course, when you pinch and you propagate, you get a finished product probably about 2 weeks quicker. So that's been fun. So I've pretty much doubled my stock to sell. I don't know if any of them are going to sell. And then I've been propagating calicoe. These are super easy. I need to pot these on into something. This one over here looks like I could probably cut it and get another plant. Those are fun to propagate if you're into learning how to propagate, and those are a perfect beginner for propagation. They're a lot of fun. And some pothos. These are starting to look really good. They were pretty sad looking, but I think they've turned around. I had a huge plant last summer, and I had it outside. Well, I had it inside over the winter, and none of us like to be indoors all winter long, plants included. And it got pretty ratty looking, and I put it outside last summer, and it did okay. And I had a lot of new growth, but I thought, well, pothos are pretty easy to propagate, and so I cut it all up and propagated a bunch of it in little jars, just in water. I find that my propagation is, I don't have to form a greenhouse, and I was doing that in some of my earlier videos, and I was not having much success in a lot of mold. And I'm not sure if it was due to the outside, and it was also raining, and it was also humid outside. So this year I changed to just water propagation. It's been super easy. And I took some, well, this fell off of my Wicked Witch. And when I was pruning off some of their leaves get kind of like red, and when they start to fade and die. So I was pruning off some of those redder leaves, you know, because Wicked Witch is kind of like a dark color brown. It's it does have, it's dark reds, but maroons. And this fell off. So I thought, oh, I'll propagate that. And you can see the little roots. I just did that in water in a little glass on the side beside the sink. That way I don't forget about them. I like doing my propagations like that. If I'm going to do water propagation, I like to do it at the windowsill on the sink, because then I see it every day, and if it needs to be changed, the water needs to be changed out. Although I find that I start getting good root growth when the water starts to get yucky. I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. But, and then I just was out picking off, I had some questions about, my pansies, and ones that I had sold or given away as gifts. People wanted to know how to save the seeds. Well, the seed forms where the flower was, and it's a pod, and then it opens up. I don't know if you can tell, like that, opens up. The pod will open up, and you'll be able to see the seeds inside, and they generally just fall right out. So seed gathering and saving pansies is super easy, and they self-seed everywhere. But I've been saving some seeds when I think about it. I forget. And then I've been saving my, can you see those little tiny things? Columbine seeds. Those are another thing that's super easy. The pod where the flower was, the spent flower, forms a pod, and they have like 4 sections, and there's like little funny tendrils and stuff, and then they dry and it will open up, and you just pluck those off and tip them upside down, and the seeds are ready to go, because they self-seed readily. as well in the garden for me. The wind will blow those pods and the seeds go everywhere. What else do I have going on? Oh, I have a pumpkin. I came out tonight after work. It's soft. I don't think that this is gonna last, but and it was loaded with squash bugs all over this too, and they were eating down in here where it's really soft. So I took it off the vine and I'm gonna enjoy it for as long as I can. Oh, I should have put the dog inside. And then I have a snake plant. I was reading that these are, again, also easy to propagate, but I only had a tip of it that had broken off. So I was reading, and you can propagate even a section of the leaf that's 2-3 inches, it said. So I just stuck that in some soil. I don't have anything starting yet. I don't know how long that takes. I've never propagated snake plant. So if anybody has done that, feel free to comment and let me know, even if I'm doing it right. I thought that it looked like that's all you did, but I don't know. And then I'm propagating succulents. Don't ask me varieties. I'm new to succulents. I know nothing about succulents. I don't know if you can see. That one's probably not very good. This one, oh, yep, you can see the end of that. There you go. Little baby succulents on there. I just put them in a tray. Nothing in it. This has been the most successful for me. I just put them in a dry tray. This is just a old lid. And when I start to see growth like that, that will go in, when I get done doing this video, that will go into my my 6-packs with all my other succulents that are growing on. And I have this one. I have a lot of succulents. That's been a lot of fun too. And the amaryllis that was flowering a few weeks ago, the flower is now spent. I didn't get any seeds. One of the flowers broke off in one of the heavy thunderstorms that we had, and the other flower didn't get pollinated. I don't know. It didn't form. It started to form the seed pod, but there was nothing. It rotted and fell off. So this is the poinsettia. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can get it so you can see. It's starting to brack. I think that's the right term. Flower, basically. The bracts are forming. And you can tell because they're little, they look like green, the green version of the red part. They're so tiny though right now. You can see it. Oh, there, I think you can see it in that one. Right there. And the, if I can tip it up, you see how red the stems are getting? And it's coming down into the veins of the leaves. So that's good. I'll be bringing that inside. I'm thinking, somewhere around the Labor Day holiday. I can remember then. I don't know if I can leave it out any longer than that. I just don't want it to get too cold at night and something happen. So I'll bring it inside. I already have my grow light timer set for to come on at 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning and shut off at 5 o'clock at night. So it just gets 8 hours of daylight, and then the rest is going to be darkness. So I already have it all set, and when I put it down there, I'm just going to turn the grow light on, and I'll just let it do its thing until I hope it starts doing something by November. That would be really fun. But I'm okay if it takes until December, because I don't need it until December, honestly. But it would be fun if it was already starting to do something by, you know, Thanksgiving, when we all start decorating for Christmas. So that was all I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, and thank you for coming in and checking in and talking with me. And if you have questions, message me, do a comment. I'll answer them in the next video. Like and share and comment and share with your garden loving friends. And I hope that you have lots of sunny days in your garden. Talk to you next time.